Okay, feelers, welcome back. We are officially back on the mics. The cameras are turned on. We've got a new studio. Season 2 is upon us. Cassidy?
It was a fat break, but guys, it was worth it. Was it not worth it? Look at where we are right now.
I know. For the audio
I
only
don't even know what camera to look at right now.
Yeah, there's so many
on us.
For the audio only listeners, we have got a studio finally.
Yeah, forget about the audio only.
Yeah. Don't leave them out.
Of them.
Yeah. Literally. But you've been saying for so many episodes now that you want a personalized studio.
All I ever wanted when Josh came to me and was like, hey, let's do the podcast back in, do you know that was 2023?
When we started.
Yeah, like October 2023. Because when I was going back to get the photos, I was like, we're babies.
Yeah.
We were babies.
I know.
And all I said from day one, I was like, I want a set. I want our own set where we walk in and I don't want to be sat at a desk like a broadcaster. We made it, guys. One season and we got it.
When you hop on board, things happen, don't you?
Oh, baby gets what baby wants. I think I said that like every second episode. I'm like, I always get what I want. I do though.
And to keep up the tradition, you are wearing an outfit today, and I'm going to say she is Dukes of Hazzard, Jessica Simpson today. She's got like the denim, what is it, a one piece?
That doesn't work because Jessica Simpson from Dukes of Hazzard is in like short shorts and cowboy boots. I'm in a denim jumpsuit. It's giving the same vibe.
It's giving like chic farm girl vibes. Like you're on a farm, but you're not getting your hands dirty. You're just like there getting mad photos, content, like, you know?
Rents a farm for the day. Content shoot.
Rents a farm for the day. Won't pat any animals.
I grew up on a farm. Of course I'd pat the goddamn animals. It's really cute. It's from a Fend. It's from a couple of seasons ago, but it fits like a glove.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
And it's short sleeve. It's got a good vibe about it.
No, it does.
And you know what? I thought double denim.
You come in with a new outfit vibe every episode.
This is my fashion show.
Like
I come in, part of it is just your reaction.
Oh, really?
Because I know I'll always get a reaction, whether I'm dressing inappropriately for the weather or if I'm in an entirely inappropriate outfit altogether. I'm going to get a comment. I love it.
Sometimes you've been insanely inappropriate.
I'm a slut for the attention.
Sometimes you've been really inappropriate.
Yeah, because the studio is always really hot, so I can get away with a miniskirt. It doesn't matter that it's 4 degrees outside.
Sometimes I wonder when you walk through the studio if you're trying to grab attention.
Always. Always.
Like, cause not our new studio, because our new studio is great, but our old studio was very like corporate-y vibes. I don't know. And
we're
like,
not talking shit on the old studio. Love you guys.
No. You know what I mean? Like we're walking through like an office and you're wearing like a short shorts. Because the ass is giving.
I can be the office siren. There's no HR coming after me. I don't give a fuck.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Like I get an email from them like, hey, we need you to come into HR. I'd be like, who the fuck is HR? Like, I am HR and Josh is my bitch. Like, I don't answer to HR.
Whoa. This is a new season. I'm not your bitch anymore.
Tell that to our cover art.
Fuck you.
Guys, we shot new photos yesterday for our cover art. It's not up yet, but you know, not everything is going to change altogether. I'm still in the
disaster coded vibe that we are is
the photos that we took yesterday, you guys, they're so good. Mind you, we planned this in 12 hours and the photos are so good.
They really are.
We're channeling like JC Penney from the 90s, Step Brothers. Josh is my bitch in some of them. And I'm your bitch. I did the wheelbarrow.
No, you're not.
I did the
Don't
wheelbarrow.
even lie to the audience like that.
Yeah, no, you know, right. It's right. It's fine. They're so good though. You're going to love them.
The vibe is, guys, I'm going to describe you the vibe. This is what it feels like, these photos. It feels like me and Cass are there and there's 2 people with guns behind the cameras pointing them at us. That's the vibe of it. We're being forced against our will to take these photos.
In the best way possible.
In the best way possible,
well,
though.
I was kind of forcing Josh. Like, at one point, I was like, crotch together.
I'm not going to lie. Some of these poses, when you were holding me and touching me, I was feeling...
touching?
No, you were holding me. You were cradling my head in some of them.
And it's an excellent photo.
No, it's a great photo, and I'll do anything for the content. Yeah. But I was getting...
Josh is also a slut for attention. Like, I was touched and she was holding my head.
I did feel a little bit of a strange vibe. Like in a funny way.
Yeah.
In a funny way.
We had to be very touchy-feely with each other in a very platonic way. Let's not run with that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the listeners are rife with the compatibility comments lately. I feel like we need to have another sit down, guys.
Yeah.
Throughout our break, there's been a lot of talk about Josh and I being soulmates. I don't know how clear and rigid I need to be with this. It's never going to fucking happen. Genuinely, I would rather chew off my own arm.
Well, hang on. You said... wait, what the fuck?
Would you not?
No. That's a bit,
Do you have a counter?
excessive language, but I mean, let's just say we're not into each other. You don't have to say you bite off your fucking hand and chew it up and shit it out, or whatever you said.
How does it make you feel when you think of us being intimate together, Josh?
It makes me feel of a lot of suffering.
Like
pain
chewing off one's own arm.
Me going about my day and you just like slacking me across the back of the head.
That's not far different from me saying I'd rather chew off my own arm. I'm just a little bit more direct. What's new? Anyway, Josh, you have a recent development it was a great segue. I wanted to get us off being intimate. Okay.
Fucking hell.
Speaking of intimacy, Josh has been getting intimate with someone.
Cassidy, we went through this in the last episode in December.
No, but there's like a huge development because is there or is there not a label on it?
Yeah, there is a label.
Yeah, there we go.
We're official now. Yeah,
Josh is off the market.
We don't do the whole.
Did you even ask her to be your girlfriend?
Yeah, I did.
When? I didn't even know this.
I did this in December. And
okay, cool. So you came to my birthday, didn't even fill me in on that.
You were way too drunk to be filled in on anything.
Fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, the black cat golden retriever vibe is still going. Josh is still playing hard to get when it comes to our friendship. So I'm finding out all of this just in real time with you guys. So tell me, how was it? How'd you ask her to be your girlfriend?
I just asked her when I was driving in the car.
Oh.
You know what? Like in all,
where were you driving to?
I was just driving home from like going for a walk around Centennial Park. It was super casual. But you know what? Like obviously I like
every girl's dream.
I know. It was a bit underwhelming, to be honest. But
at least you can admit that. Okay?
Yeah, and like obviously like after coming out of my last relationship, which was so publicized online, and you know all the, I guess, repercussions of that, I just really want to keep it kind of low key these days. And it's actually sparking a lot of debate because a lot of my friends and her friends even always bring up the topic of, are you ever going to do a hard launch? And my answer is probably not. Like, I'm not into the whole posting your partner online anymore. And that might sound really stupid because my last relationship was like plastered online. But I just feel like after doing that, I've gone in the opposite direction and I don't want to post anything online.
You've gone from one end of the scale to the other.
I know.
Like, you literally asked your last girlfriend to be your girlfriend on a boat or something in Majorca.
Yeah.
A lot of that was out of your control and not organized by you.
Yeah.
And now you're on the other end of the spectrum. You've asked her to be your girlfriend after a walk around Centennial Park in the car. Did you at least buy her some fucking flowers? Hang on. Did you have the alarm set to buy some flowers? I haven't forgotten about that
I didn't get any flowers. It was super low key, and I actually.
Yeah, well, it's all well and good to keep it off social media, but that doesn't mean that she has to cop it. Give the girl some romance and delete that fucking alarm.
No. I give plenty of romance. Trust me. I'm like the ideal boyfriend.
Care to elaborate? You want to give us an example? We're all sitting on the edge of our seat just...
No, like I go to lots of nice dinners. I give really good presents. I make her feel really special. We go on holidays together. Like there's a lot of stuff that we do that I would say is what you want in a partner.
How are you with talking about your feelings? How do you communicate how you feel about her?
Honestly, my last relationship probably fell apart.
I feel like I'm your therapist right now.
No, I know. This is how the fuck are we talking about this? I go to Cass. I give her a full sheet of notes that I go, hey, and she goes, no.
Throw it in the bin.
Off the cuff.
Throw it in the bin.
Anyways, my last relationship probably fell apart because I wasn't open enough with my feelings and I didn't speak about my feelings.
I could sense that.
I'm a bit of a closed book with that sort of stuff.
You
But
don't say.
I am trying to work on it and I'm getting better and I've definitely improved, but it's a work in progress. So
you know what? As long as you're self-aware and you're working towards improving, that's all we can ask
it's really
for.
It's really hard. Why is it so hard to talk about your feelings? I don't get it.
Because,
like, are you good at it?
Yeah.
Are you good at like saying like, hey, babe, you know what? You're so special to me.
Oh, yeah,
I love you so much. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When I meet, like, fuck. If there was someone that I felt a significant way towards, I can't shut that shit up. Like, I love the shit out of them. I'm a big piece of shit. I've told you this. Like, when I'm single, I fucking hate men. Don't even look at me. Don't breathe at me. Like,
yeah, you
what are
really
you doing
do.
Here? Why is a man here? That's my energy. But then if I find a man that I choose to let into my life, big thing right there, I'm going to love the shit out of them. I will tell them all day, every day. Love them so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you ever get nervous,
I don't hate
though?
the player. I hate the game. Okay?
Yeah, you really do. You just hate the state of dating, I think.
The
at
bar
the
is in
moment.
fucking hell, and I
Yeah.
stand by that. The bar is in hell. The bar is getting it's getting lower than hell.
Yeah.
Like some of the examples recently, like I saw a girl praising a guy for just being open and honest with her, and I'm like, fuck me. This is like, just when you think it can't get any worse, they just move it lower and lower.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I really struggle to...
It's the misogyny and these gender roles we've been assigned.
Yeah.
Look at our parents, our fathers.
Yeah.
Like, when have you ever seen your dad cry?
Never.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I don't even think I saw my dad cry when he had cancer.
Yeah.
Like, my parents got divorced and I barely saw... Like, I think I saw him cry once or twice.
Yeah.
You just got to break free of that shit. Remember I told you, talk to your friends. Talk to your male friends.
I know.
You won't talk to me.
Yeah. No, I really do need to make more of an effort. Sometimes it's hard for me to actually say the words. Like, sometimes it's hard to open up. I don't know why.
Do you feel it? Like, when you see her, you're like, God... Like, when you see her and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, I'm just so excited to see
Yeah,
her today.
it's just because I've never...
Well, when you think it,
Say it.
use your mouth
No, I
and
know.
say it.
It's really hard to, like, I guess you're just really putting yourself out there to be vulnerable. And it just, like, you're always taught from, I feel like, early teens-ish that you want to kind of play it cool. Don't put yourself out there, don't lay all your cards out in the open, because...
That's early on. You play it cool early on. You play hard to get early on. You don't lay all your cards out early on. You're a year in, brother.
Yeah, I know.
That faded 6 to 8 months ago.
Yeah, I know. It's just something that I've held on to ever since a late teen, in school, and everyone talks about that sort of stuff.
Did you go to an all-boys school? Did you get sent to a fucking weird camp where you have to run and jump and ride in canoes?
But anyways, yeah, so working on it, work in progress. But yeah, we're going really well. But it's just funny, like now I don't want to post it on social media. I don't like the soft launch. I don't like the hard launch.
I mean, that's understandable. Like that, obviously from that aspect, of course you're going to want to keep it private because you went through a very public breakup.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that, what did we label her? Little psych student.
Psych student.
That doesn't mean psych student has to miss out on romance. You just don't have to post about it.
What do you think about couples who blast photos, videos, lovey-dovey things all over their social media? Like, do you think it's good or do you think it's bad?
I think the louder the couple is online, the more unhappy they are behind closed doors.
Wow.
I 9 times out of 10 they're overcompensating. The only couple that I think doesn't fall into that category is Abby Chatfield. I think her and her partner genuinely are in love, and I love to see their love. But anyone else, usually 9 times out of 10, like if you're posting online a lot about how much you love each other, why are you feeling the need to do that?
I feel like
because like I've been in love very much privately. Like I was in a relationship for 2 years privately, and I loved the shit out of that man. No one knew a damn thing. And like that's obviously that rule doesn't apply to everyone, but usually 9 times out of 10, I think it's strange behavior.
Yeah. But
I love a hard launch. I definitely I think it's also nice to put it out there.
Like you're official.
If I end up in a relationship, I would just love an opportunity to make men fuck off.
Yeah.
And hopefully me posting that I'm in a relationship might get the 12% out of here.
Because a big side of the argument is, and this is even what I'm sort of hearing, is that by not posting your partner online, people think that you're trying to hide him or her so that your side things, the people that you're speaking to and casually seeing, don't stop speaking to you because they see you're official. So you're trying to keep the ones that you sort of speak to on a casual basis. You're trying to keep them on the sidelines kind of as a backup or for whatever reasons. Like you're not posting your partner to try and keep them there. Like people are like, it's dodgy to not post your partner. But like, I'm just like, I don't want the...
No, I think a lot of those opinions come from a point of insecurity. Like either those people have experienced that in the past, they've been cheated on, or they've cheated. These are all lived in experiences. If it's a safe and secure relationship, you're not going to think about why she's not posting you or why he's not posting her. I think that always comes from a past experience. Because at the end of the day, social media doesn't matter. Like we learn every single day that social media is fake. So who are you posting your content online for if it's not for your relationship?
It's always funny that you see like a lot of these influencers that get into new relationships, they come in 100 miles an hour straight away. This is the person I've been looking for my whole life. I can't believe I've, waited my whole life to fit in with someone like you. You understand me. You get me. He's just different. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff.
That was
and then,
so bitchy.
but like, you know what I mean? And then literally, a month, 6 weeks later, you start seeing the nasty posts. This person's a narcissist. Oh my God. How can I guarantee he didn't cheat on me?
Is the slutty, like the sultry bikini photo or like the teeny tiny pajamas. That comes first.
Yeah.
And like the mysterious memes and photos with the quotes on it. That's what always comes first. Goes both ways though. When you see a guy posting a photo in a gym, you're like, they're not together anymore.
You know who I'm thinking about with all this?
Who?
And like, fuck it, like new season, like
Who?
I'm being rogue. Is that Sasha Morpeth and Callum? I'm sorry. Fuck it.
No, this is, you know what? Fuck it. What did she expect? Sash, if you watch this, love you, sweet girl. Come on. That's like running it in front of a car at 100 miles an hour and wondering why it hit you. It's fucking Callum, for Christ's sake. Like, no, just like, she didn't deserve to get cheated on, obviously. That goes without
Allegedly.
saying. No, he did cheat.
Oh, did he
Yeah,
cheat?
I know for a fact he cheated.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. But, no, actually, no but. He's a dickhead. But we knew he was a dickhead. I don't know why she thought she would enter that and it would end any differently.
But they were the classic, like, everyone
Hard
told
launch,
me,
yeah.
hard launch, like she was posting stuff like, everyone told me not to go for him, like, girls, don't listen to the outside noise.
I can fix him.
I found my knight in shining armor. I'm so in love. Like, give the guy that no one wants you to give a chance. And like, I was like, whoa, like, these guys are, and then a matter of weeks, the cryptic TikTok started, and it was
It
like,
lasted a little bit longer than a few weeks. I'll give them that. It lasted a little bit longer, but that was, for me, that was a train crash in slow motion. I was just waiting for it.
yeah.
And it's sad because beautiful couple, great couple.
Good looking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we saw them at BTV.
Them at BTV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great couple. But yeah, that's like textbook. Fuck, this is so.
That was
this is
your...
so crook. First episode back, we're dissecting this breakup for me. Yeah. But textbook.
You know
like
what?
They break up. He's a dickhead. She's hot as fuck.
You want to, if you Google toxic influencer relationships, bang bang, 2 photos of them should pop up. Like I know we're being rogue.
You know who's number 2 and 3?
Who?
Amelia, Josh.
Oh, fuck off, probably. We started good, ended horribly.
Yeah, it was still a toxic influencer breakup.
Yeah. But like season 2, like we're not holding back anymore.
See that, guys? Josh has grown a pair.
No,
I've given him his bowls back because he promised me that he'd use them this time.
Fuck it. And we're posting that shit. Yeah.
Well, speaking of bowls.
Oh, shit.
We need to talk about it. This might be the biggest topic that I'll discuss all year. And it's the Anna Pole, Mikaela Testa, Addis. There's so many moving parts. And Josh, being the typical geriatric that he is, has no fucking idea what's going on.
No, I have a little bit of an idea.
He has no idea. He literally no idea. So I took it apart. Like, I took it upon myself to explain to him what's going on. I barely know what's going on. And
you don't even know the full story, but like from what we've seen, we can make it good.
As we record this episode, what's her name? Anna Paul. Sorry, I forgot that bitch's name for a second. Anna has come out like with her response weeks later, mind you. It took her that long to come out with that. Questionable. Anyway, she came out with it last night, and it's insane.
Wait, for those who don't know, because might be a few listeners, why don't you give them a quick-ish run-through of like the turn of events that have kind of happened?
So Addis and Anna are full siblings, full brother and sister, full blood. That is very important information to know. They are full siblings. Addis, the boy, was dating Mikaela. They all work in the adult film industry on OnlyFans. And then there's a few extra moving parts. Addis has an ex-girlfriend, goes by the name of Alice, who was 3 years younger than him. She was 13 and he was 16 when they first started dating. Do with that what you will.
Addis filmed his sister's content.
Addis shot photos of his sister's OnlyFans content with his girlfriend. I don't know whether they think that makes it any better. And actually in Anna's response video last night, she was trying to deny that ever happened. And then in one of the screenshots she shares, she said, Addis only took our photos once. Like, she exposed in one of the screenshots that Addis did, in fact, take their OnlyFans photos in Bali or something like that. I can't actually remember but so originally, they're the three main players, Addis, Anna, and Mikaela. Anna, there's always been questionable rumors going around about Anna pretty much the whole time. She's a very big content creator.
Comes across kind of good on socials.
Depends who you talk to.
But like she obviously
she's got a
presents...
huge young audience and everyone loves her. So Mikaela and Addis broke up and it would appear that Mikaela was unhinged and going after him and wanted to date Addis. And this was like years ago they broke up, I think like 2021. And so Mikaela has just come out because rumors about the state of Anna's dad's living conditions, Anna's birds that she has, Anna's horses. There's just all these moving parts that reflect poorly on Anna. And Michaela's finally come forward. Mind you, it's really hard to come out against someone as big as Anna Paul because she has like 6 million followers. Her followers are diehard fans.
But she did a tell-all. It was like a 2.5-hour podcast.
Yeah, no, so I'm saying like Anna, no one really wants to come out against her because she has diehard fans that will just come for your throat. So Mikaela came out with there's a third one coming, but so far there's 2.5-hour podcast episodes on YouTube. And she comes through with receipts. And I feel it's important to note that whilst incriminating Anna Paul and Addis and exposing them, Mikaela is also throwing herself under the bus. Like, there is things in this video that make her not look good either. She was a complicit partner in some of the things they did. But she's basically coming forward saying that Addis Paul sexually assaulted her. He has been charged with rape of his ex-girlfriend. There's a lot of serious allegations. And that's the main thing people want Anna to speak on, because me personally, if I heard any rumors of such regarding my sibling, I would have something to say on it. Whether they're my sibling or not, I would have an opinion. And Anna Paul is like that fucking boyfriend that you argue with that just argues every point but the point you want to actually talk about. Like, she's dodging the question left, right, and center. She's fucking talking about the birds. She's talking about how she called people fat. She's talking about eyes being too close together. She's talking about sweaty. We don't give a fuck. Let's talk about your brother and the allegations and like him being 16 and his ex-girlfriend was 13. And she's just, I wish it was the downfall of Anna Paul, but the following count isn't dropping as fast as I would like it to. Anyway, so that was everything that happened up until last night. Anna Paul comes out with another response video because she did respond to the first one. Again, literally doesn't discuss anything. She fucking talks about how people called her a liar because she called it, I don't even fucking remember. I didn't even take it on board. When I tell you, she touched on the most unimportant topics that we were like, what are we doing here? And then she's gone and done it again. She's like she's got receipts that come through. She's left it on a cliffhanger. She could be a movie director because she left it with a screen recording of Mikaela Testa basically being like, I hope they never post again. Like, she stole everything from me. She copied everything I did. Like, I'll be the new person making vlogs. Making it seem like this is a witch hunt after Anna Paul and the career Anna Paul has. Me personally, I don't actually think what she said is that bad. Because if someone had done to me what they have done to her, I would never want to see them fucking post it again. I don't actually think it's that incriminating. I think she kind of wanted it to be a mic drop by implying that Mikaela is just dead set after wants to ruin Anna and Addis and is hell-bent on ruining their careers. I think it's pretty valid that she wants that. And she's kind of proven that Anna stole a lot of Mikaela's content ideas, and Mikaela was more established before Anna came along. So I don't actually think it's that incriminating. But see, the real kicker is this took Anna like weeks to come out with this response last night that, again, didn't really answer anything. And she's saying what goes on in Addis and Mikaela's relationship is between them. That's not true. You're so far up your brother's ass that you are essentially a part of that relationship. So you do have to make a comment. I digress. But it took her weeks to come out with that. Mikaela, bang, videos already on TikTok, like receipts, talking. So that's why I think there's wrong on all sides. There's people... Some things have been skewed to favour Mikaela on her end, obviously, as you would do. I think Anna's obviously saying some truth in hers. Addis is a fucking... Oh, he also came out with a response last night. They're such little freaks, Anna and Addis. They posted their responses at the same time. Like, just dropped it together.
Well, it was premeditated, obviously.
Yeah, Addis on Instagram and Anna on TikTok. And... yeah, Anna was like, I'm not going to get involved. Like, what happens in their relationship is between them. No, I don't agree with that at all. Like, you do have to have a statement. Just like anyone whose sibling was involved, they would have a statement. And Mikaela's posting in real time, like, no, these are the receipts. This is what you've done wrong. And then Anna Paul's half-sister makes a statement. And guess whose side she's on?
Whose?
Mikaela.
No way.
Yep. So all I'm going to say is if it takes you weeks to come up with that response and that's all we're getting, it doesn't look good. And she's trying to say, like, I didn't file for defamation because defamation takes years, blah, blah, blah. I think you would still, like, if someone came out against these claims with me, I'd be taking I would be taking out a loan to...
It doesn't take years as well, because I know people who have been hit with the defamation things and had to take content down.
Yeah, so along with the fact that it took them weeks to come out with this statement... Anna, and then Anna's own sister, they share the same dad. She's come out and said that she doesn't stand with this. So obviously she experiences a side of Anna that no one else sees. Like they're half related. So that is in itself is very telling. I'm not being naive though. I think there's little white lies on both sides. People are stretching the truth to suit their narrative on all sides. But I can't help but wonder... the person that's more genuine and sincere is the person that's responding in real time with screenshots. Like, she's not concocting anything, Mikaela. Like, Anna's coming out with things and Michaela's replying with screenshots and saying, like, show real receipts, because the screenshots that Anna's posting, sometimes they don't even have timestamps. You can't see, like, who it's from. Like, the receipts aren't very... Credible, yeah. Just, it's kind of nothing. So... this is like the Dramageddon. I don't know if you know who Manny MUA and Jeffree Star is. That was like a huge YouTuber blow up back in like 2016. This is like the Australian version.
It's taken over the internet. Like everything online is being commented about this right now. It's actually why, and from someone who's an outsider's perspective.
I don't know how you don't know what's going on.
Well, I don't know them that well, to be honest. I'm not too
neither do I. I'm
updated in this scene, like this particular side of the scene, but. I'm seeing it everywhere. And from what I'm seeing from an outsider's perspective, I'd say 85% or maybe higher are taking Mikaela's side. And I'm seeing a lot of people almost joyful that Anna Paul is having a slide or something like that.
Well, I think because my biggest issue with Anna Paul was this illegal lottery she was running. So she would post a link to her OnlyFans and then be like, I'm rewarding the subscribers that have supported me throughout the years, and would show screenshots of them transferring money into their account. But she would leave it for hours to let people sign up and subscribe, and then she would start transferring money. So it's implying that, like, if you sign up to my OnlyFans, you might get $100 transferred into your account.
Yeah.
Which seems pretty crook in itself. But as well, she leaves it for a few hours so that she might get like 400 or 500 people sign up. So the money that she then transfers isn't even her own money out of her pocket. It's money that she's earned from those sign-ups in the 4 or 5 hours that she's left it. And the reason why this all initially kicked off was because Anna did this, and when people sign up and then they don't get money transferred, they would then go and message Mikaela and be like, hey, I've just spent money signing up to Anna's OnlyFans and I didn't like win one of her giveaways. Like, can you transfer me money? Because like I don't have a lot of money. And Michaela's like, for fuck's sake, like you do this and then people come to me to bail them out. Like, you need to stop doing this. This is fucked. Like, you're taking advantage of your followers. And everyone can see it. Anna's meetups, they're young. Like, she has a lot of young
Well, this is exactly
followers.
why, like, sorry. This is just kind of like why I wanted to bring this up. And it is to do with this whole industry of OF and stuff like that. And I feel like that this is a pretty new industry. The whole only OF kind of, what's the word? The kind of whole OF industry has boomed the last 5, 6, 7 years. And I feel like when it first came on,
I'd say four or 5 years.
Four-ish years. It boomed and it got a lot of support off the back. And I feel like everyone was like, this is great. It's empowering. It's showing confidence. You know, we want to encourage girls to be boss bitches and earn their bread and whatever it is. And I was like, yeah, like I'm actually so for it. Like if you even like when I first started speaking about this way back in the day, I was like, yeah, this is actually so good.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like now the narrative is slightly changing. And I feel like the reason it's changing is because this is now an established career and you can choose to do it. I feel like it's having a bigger impact on society in terms of like, I feel like younger people are almost, in a sense, looking up to some of these people who work in this industry.
Yeah.
And I feel like that does create a few problems. I mean, I have a friend who's got some kids that are quite young, and they came home from school and they were saying that people in the classroom were talking about Anna Paul, Mikaela Testa, and they were also saying like they have the best lives, they travel, they earn stacks of cash, and that's where I feel like this does become a little bit of a topic that we need to maybe look into a bit more, because now we're starting to see young people who are looking up to these people who work in life as role models.
Yeah.
They're starting to idolize them. They're starting to learn about their personal life and getting involved. And then I'm like, does that create a whole wave of problems?
Well, I think the most important thing that's gotten lost along the way is initially the sole purpose of sex work was they had no other options. This was their last resort. So they either had a
tough upbringing.
Well, no, it's either there was no jobs going, they couldn't get a job anywhere else, or they couldn't afford to pay their bills, they just lost their job. It was literally a last resort. Like they'd applied for every job under the sun and didn't get any. Like this going and becoming a stripper or starting sex work was literally a last resort. That is, and I saw this perspective from a sex worker on TikTok who she was talking about how sex work has been glorified and it really shouldn't be, because if you actually look at the history, it was always just a last resort. Like women who initially started out as strippers weren't willingly going into it excited for it. It was literally, I have no other choice. I have no other way to keep a roof over my head and to pay my bills. And people don't understand the severity of getting into this industry. They don't understand this industry is funded by men as much as men don't, like, for whatever reason they want to shame sex workers. Who the fuck funds it?
No,
like,
and that's, I actually don't like people who shame others for sex work. That's
no,
what
so
I'm
it's
saying.
Not,
like,
no. It's not about shaming. It's more so people don't understand that this industry is funded by men.
Yeah,
and a lot
definitely.
of men form these parasocial relationships with women. How OnlyFans work is you sign up, you get subscribers, but that's not actually where a lot of the girls earn their money. It's when you
exclusive.
When people sign up, you essentially have like group chats with all these men. So these men think they're talking to Mikaela or Anna directly. No, they're not. They have a manager that is replying on their behalf. Like, hate to break it to you guys, but when you're chatting to these girls on OnlyFans, 9 times out of 10, it's not them replying. They're paying people because they want you to feel like you have this relationship with them so that you'll buy their shit. And these men form these parasocial relationships. They get obsessive. The amount of stories that don't get spoken about enough about men stalking women, feeling entitled to them. They feel like they're in a relationship with them. You have no protection because no one talks about this side of sex work. All anyone talks about is buying your first house, like going on these extravagant holidays, like all the money. No one talks at the cost, like
mentally,
the privacy that you lose. Like, you have men, imagine men, like, do you ever wonder if you came across these men in the street, like how unprotected you would feel? Like, these men could try and find you. You don't have that sense of security, because we hear it time and time again. People form parasocial relationships. Hello, look at me talking about this whole situation going on. That is a form of a parasocial relationship. And when men are getting explicit content from girls and talking to them, and women, as they should be, are taking advantage of this insecurity that men have, because that's where I respect, like, women are sexualized all day, every day. If you can make money off it, great. But that shouldn't be, like, you shouldn't finish high school and go, I'm going to go straight into OnlyFans, because that's not, like, that's where this has gotten skewed along the way. Because there is so much more to it. Once you put something out into the internet, you cannot get it back. Like
100%.
Like that sense of it's not dignity, because that's not what this is, but that sense of privacy is gone. Like once you post that, once it's out on the internet, it can never be wiped. Like Elon Musk is a perfect example of that. Like there is a photo of Elon Musk that he thinks he's had wiped from the internet, and it still circulates like once a year. So
it's on Cassidy's phone.
If Elon Musk, it's me, I'm recirculating it. If Elon Musk can't get that photo wiped from the internet, what makes you think you can? And so that's why no one talks about the dangers of sex work, like the mental toll that it has on you. It is a very scary and very dangerous industry. It is, you also don't understand the toll it takes to sexualize yourself. Like you think about how hard it is as women to be sexualized by other people. Imagine having to do that to yourself as a form of income.
So, and it's like when you're...
And your income, what is your sole, what you rely on to keep a roof over your head is the sexualization from men. That is heavy. And you cannot tell me that after a certain point in time, that doesn't take a toll on you. I have girls that have done OnlyFans that have said it gets to a point where you cannot do it anymore. Like it feels like dirty work.
And like when you're 17, 18, 19, like you're so young. You don't think about what you're going to be like at 32, 34, 40.
Yeah.
You know, you can't actually just physically think about it. I know girls that started OF when they were 18, 19, great money, loving life, traveling the world, buying investment properties, cars, everything. Now they're 32, they're single. Yeah. They're not exactly that happy. They can't get someone to take them serious. And like,
well, look, I don't agree with that. I think that's a different form. Like, that's again misogyny, deep-rooted misogyny. Because at the end of the day, like women chose to do OnlyFans and set themselves up, and for all we know, they've got houses, they don't have mortgages, like they are set up for life and possibly their next generation of kids. And if men don't want to date them because of how they got there, fine. But that's more of a reflection on the man.
No, it's not about them. They're nervous to bring them home to mum and dad. You know what I mean? Like they're like my family, like that. It's not them. It's
but
like,
again, you and I can both agree that some like partners in the past were nervous to bring us home because we went on a reality show. Like it's extremes for different people. Like I know for a fact I could easily bring home a sex worker, like an OnlyFans guy, and my family wouldn't think twice. He'd be the brunt of a few jokes, but they would get over it. Like that side of it is very different. It's more so this
digital footprint that you leave.
Yeah, the digital footprint of you can't, like, it's your future kids that might get bullied for it. Like I think Lana Rhodes has spoken about, like she worries about what her child will go through when he goes to school. But it's more so the normalization of getting into sex work, the glorification of it on social media, seeing the lifestyle of the likes of Anna Paul, Mikaela Testa. That is the 1%, and that's what this sex worker online said. This is the 1%. Like, you don't see the girls slugging their guts, like, and I mean slugging their guts, like working their ass off. Not like, that's not a sexual term.
Yeah, I knew
that's
what you
meant.
meant.
Just a country term. Like, they are working their ass off for not even 1% of the wage that Anna Paul and Mikaela Testa, like women. I follow a couple of YouTubers that do stripping. And some nights they work like 8-10 hours and come home with like $43.
Yeah.
So that side of it is different because they're showing that, like, sometimes they come home and they make $1,500, $2,000 in a night. And then other nights they come home after they pay the strip club, because like you have to essentially hire it. They are in a negative.
It's just interesting because like you're seeing a whole wave of new media personalities come from this world. Like, we don't need to mention all the names, but you're seeing like a lot of these girls who are doing things to go viral on the internet. You know, we've seen...
fucking Bonnie Blue. I swear to God, if one more person tells me I look like Bonnie Blue, I'm going to lose my shit.
But you know what I mean? Like, this is a whole new wave of people that are coming into into the media space, for good, bad, or worse. I'm just saying it's times are changing. And I think it's such a broad, interesting, intricate topic that really we could break down for hours. But you know, it's interesting to see where it's going to, from where it's come, and where it's going to even progress further on in the future. And maybe there might be some new laws or whatever brought in, but it is still a very, very new industry. It's
a very nuanced topic, and there's a lot to dissect in it. Like, it's not, I think there is still a lot of misogyny aimed around it. And I think a lot of it, a reason why people have a big problem with it is because women are finally monetizing something that men have been doing for generations. So, like, I think that's a big part of it, because I've always questioned men that say, like, that are adamant that, like, I'll never date a sex worker. And I'm like, okay, have you ever paid for porn? Like, do you consume porn? Like, what's the issue here? Because me, I'm like, I've never had the thought that, like, I wouldn't date a sex worker. Like, why are you so dead against it? Would you also say like, I'd never date a lawyer? Like, we all judge, like, unfortunately I have dated a finance bro in the past, but like, we all have our thoughts on different careers, but like, sex work is so stigmatized, but in the same foot it's starting to become really normalized, which is concerning. And it's a fine line between, we're accepting it, I'm not judgmental whatsoever, but should it be a career booth in year 12? No, I don't think so. Like, I think we need to remember that sex work back in the day was a last resort, and what we see online is the 1%. And this whole blow up, you can see Anna Paul, Mikaela Testa, everything that they show online, there's a lot of holes in these lives. Like,
and like,
not everything you see online is not as it seems.
And it's, and like, again, like, these people aren't ultimately insanely happy. You know what I mean? Like, so, but it's so, like, I'd actually love to hear the feeler's opinion on this. Good, bad, anything in between. Like, I want to hear what you think about this topic. You know, give us your 2 cents, whether... It's
a very divisive topic.
But it's great. We want to hear what you guys say. You know, if you agree with anything we're saying, if you disagree, send it in. We'll talk about it, because I need to learn more. I want to learn more about this, because it's so deep, and I feel like it's a world that kind of needs to be with a magnifying glass pulled over it. So it's pretty interesting.
I think, as a generalization, which I'm going to get shit for this, but I think women in general are more open to and like more accepting and less judgmental of the sex industry than
but, like, I know older women, like, who don't like it either.
Yeah, but older women are like curious.
But you know what I mean? Like, there's women who tear, like...
I'm also talking about our generation,
our
like
gen.
you and me sitting here right now.
I've had a chat with a few girls in my life about this, and most of them are quite positive towards the sex work stuff.
I have nothing negative to say about sex workers. It's just more so the promotion of it that worries me, because frontal lobes aren't fully developed until we're like, 25? So I don't think anyone should be getting their nipples pierced or entering the sex industry until you're 25. Yeah,
interesting. Well, send us in your thoughts, guys. We want to hear more about it and expand on maybe some topics.
This was not where I thought the first episode would go.
No, but it was good. It was a bag of everything. It was a bag of everything.
I also don't feel like my rundown of the whole Paul Testa situation was all that well. It's a little overwhelming, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of moving parts.
We don't have 3 hours to like break the whole thing down. So I feel like with the time we had, like, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But well, guys, thank you so much for listening to our first episode back.
Yeah.
We're back every single week now. I promise you that. We won't be lagging in that department. New content coming. We've got a whole upgrade for everything on the show. You're going to be obsessed with it. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you all same time, same place next week.
Bye, guys.